Thank you for being with us, and good morning. With us, Tamara Fima. She's the broker of the Signature Group Realty, where I work, and we asked her to be with us this morning so we can get an idea on about the housing market this year. Tamara, good morning. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you.
Absolutely. Last year we had a great year, and in fact we had a couple of years of a very great year. What kind of year are we having so far, and what do you predict for this year?
To be honest with you, last year was really exciting. It was an amazing market, and the predictions were that things potentially may slow down this year. However, I don't think I've ever been more excited about a real estate market. The signs that we're seeing already just here at the beginning of the new year are, a lot of people reaching out already, thinking about making plans for, purchasing a new home, moving into the spring. And we're also seeing rates adjusting in a better direction. So everything is very, very positive. And I think we're going to have a similar, if not better year than what we had last year, actually.
How about prices? Have they stabilized? Where are we with prices? I see some prices going down.
So prices are going down. They were going down, I should say. We were seeing some adjustments coming when the rates were starting to rise. But actually, again, as the demand increases, I believe that we're going to start to see some shifts. So it's a very the curve is going up and down right now. A lot of it has to do with rates. So, we need to watch and see what's going to happen with that. But currently, it's kind of like the perfect storm. So you've got, a rate that's come down a bit, and you've got sellers that are a little more on board and willing to work and negotiate with buyers. Hoping that continues, because it obviously is a lot more encouraging for the buyers, and it makes the market more inviting for them. If rates continue to fluctuate, I believe we're just going to see that kind of volley back and forth where one point sellers are going to be a little more demanding, and when they need to soften, they'll soften. I think that's what we're going to see going into the spring market.
So it is in the spring when the market is going to, move up a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it starts now. It's already starting. We're again seeing a huge pickup on people making inquiries and preparing themselves to buy. But inventory is always low this time of year, so there's not a lot of opportunity out there still for buyers. But as the weather changes, and luckily we're having a mild winter, so I'm sure that that's also helping. But as weather improves, then people start to get the bug to want to move, and that typically starts to really take off towards the end of February, early March.
Yeah, it is still a good time to sell, isn't it?
It absolutely is. I mean, although sellers are having to be a little more negotiable, if you will, the prices are still up. And if you look at this market, we're still in the best real estate market that we've seen ever in history. And the prices and the sale prices are still very high into comparison to where they were a couple of years ago. So there may have been, as you mentioned, a slight decrease in maybe what they would have gotten maybe over the summer, but we're still prices were up, values were up, I'm sorry, about 30%. So even a 5% slide back, you're still up 20-25% on your value. So it's absolutely still a great time to sell, and it's a great time to buy, because again, sellers are a little more flexible.
Absolutely. That was going to be my follow-up question, which is, ironically enough, it's a good time to buy, because since the prices have stabilized and buyers are able to negotiate more than last year, for example. So that allows them to, either negotiate or get a concession. There is more room for buyers to maneuver right now. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And, a lot of people are nervous about the interest rates, obviously, but that's always something that you can change. So if you are looking in terms of wanting to secure a property and you find a right home, interest rates should not be the determining factor. You should, in fact, because they've slid back a little bit right now, take advantage of it right now versus waiting. We don't really know what's going to happen. And if they get better, you refinance. If they don't, you're ahead of the game because you've secured the lowest rate possible for the current market if you buy now.
Absolutely. Before I let you go, I just want you to tell us a little bit about your brokerage. And recently, you've been recognized a couple times by Cranes. Could you tell us a little bit about it very quickly?
Absolutely. We have an amazing organization. We are an independent brokerage, which is located in Dearborn Heights. We actually have 2 offices, a third coming soon to Troy. So that's really exciting. We are in our 9th year of business. We have 65 people on our team who are all amazing individuals. We have a lot of synergy in our office and an amazing culture. And we have been recognized for that, as Khalil said. We have actually received 2 awards last year, one for Cool Places to Work through Cranes and also Best Workplaces by Detroit Free Press. And, you know, as important as it is for us to do great things in real estate, it's important for us to have the culture and the vibe that we do in our office so that we can be successful on all fronts, you know. So it's a great place to be. And, you know, we look forward to, again, this amazing market. 2023 is going to be an amazing year and it'll be another year of growth for us. So it's super exciting.
As far as investors, you know, I must ask you about that. Is this still a good market for investors?
Absolutely. I mean, everything is relative, right? So we still have a situation where if we look at return, if people are sitting on cash and they have that money in the bank, for example, obviously it's not working for them. So I just had a conversation with someone yesterday where, you know, the property that they were looking to purchase was on the high end and they were saying, does this even make sense? To me, the simple answer is yes, because anything that you're going to do to get a return on that money versus having it just sitting and not working for you is a better scenario. You know, you always want to look to have growth. And currently we're still in a situation where if you've got that money and you have it in the bank and it's not working for you, really, what is it doing for you? So people are often afraid because of the values going up, but there's still a wonderful areas that you can buy in where you're going to have an amazing ROI. You know, maybe we're not seeing crazy numbers like we were seeing when the prices were much less, but the same property I was just talking to, it was still an 8% return on investment. So 8% is nowhere near what the banks are paying, right? So it's a very simple decision. It's just locating the right properties.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning, and good luck to you.
So welcome.
And
You.
this so this is going to be a great year. I can feel it. It's going to be a busy one too.
So excited. So excited. Yes. So take advantage of the little bit of a calm that we have right now because it's coming.
Thanks again.